Hi, I am Maya. We are having a little chit chat today because I want to share everything that I've learned in this year of being 26. My birthday's in December, so I haven't fully completed this year of being 26, but I thought it was still a great time to jump on and share what I've learned this year. I started my business in November. That was a month before I turned 26. So I feel like I've not just learned a lot about myself in the last year, but also like through my business, of course. So over the last year, I would say a lot has changed. So let me start with my personal life. Personally, I have become a bit more independent. My confidence has grown, but there's certain reasons I feel like my confidence has had to grow just because of running a business. You're not going to get business if you're sat in the corner and shy. You have to put yourself out there in order to get business, whether that's online or in person. But like the amount of networking that I do, there has to be some level of confidence, because if you don't believe in yourself and if you aren't confident in yourself, why would anyone else be, and why would they buy into that? So I think that's my first one. My confidence has gone up, but also with that, I've realized where I'm not confident. There's been occasions where it's kind of been fake it till you make it, and I've been really confident in myself and like presenting in that way, but not necessarily felt that way at the time, just because I can't risk not being confident. But I have been working on building my confidence more in everything that I'm doing. So making sure I'm finding my style again in fashion, because I feel like that's changed over the last year. Like my body shape has changed over the last few years, to be fair. My body shape has changed, but I haven't really looked at, hopefully someone relates, but I've been buying the same style of clothes, just bigger, because I am bigger now, and that doesn't really work. It doesn't suit me anymore, and I'm finally addressing that and being like, I don't feel confident in these clothes, and I feel like it's because it's not made for my body and it doesn't suit me anymore. And things that were flattering before when I was very lean are not flattering anymore, and you have to kind of mold and shape into different styles and work out what your style is now. I'm also older than I was before, so like wearing anything short I can't do. I don't feel confident in. I don't want like half my butt cheek out. Sorry for the profanity, but I'm a bit more grown now, so I feel like there's certain things that I would wear before that I don't wear now. And then that's confidence, and then independence as well, like wanting to be able to do this myself. Business is a very lonely place to be, even with my lovely team member Rose, who is actually editing this video. She smashes it, and it's great being able to talk to her, but also at the same time it's not the same. Like you end up running the business by yourself, and it's a whole journey. You learn a lot about yourself very quickly and have to be able to survive. And then also like finances and everything, not everyone gets it. I feel like some of my friends understand because they have their own businesses, but sometimes I feel a little bit lonely being able to say, well, someone hasn't paid me, or taxes are due soon and actually it's quite a big expense. Just lots of different things that are different compared to having a salary job that kind of bleed into everything else. I don't have a 9 to 5. I end up working long hours and having to work out a balance to make sure that I'm keeping everything stable, my relationships, my personal life, like everything. And that's a process, because the more you work, the more likely you're going to get more work, and then you're filling a lot of time with working, and that's part of the process when you're growing a business and building a business, and that kind of doesn't go away. Having seen my friends years down in the business, and also my dad having run his own business, my mum managing a business, I know that doesn't go away and those boundaries are blurred. But when you enjoy what you do and you have people around you that understand your situation, it's a lot easier. So it's being able to communicate when those things come up, that actually I need to work really late tonight, but can we have some quality time on Saturday, on the weekend, or whatever that looks like. It's just being able to communicate, adapt and communicate. Did I say that twice? Maybe. It's that important. I feel like over the last year as well, there have been moments that I've really chosen, especially now, joy over everything else. Joy and happiness. Like life is tough and there are a lot of tough moments, sadly, but that only makes you stronger. And I've definitely chosen joy this year. Like anything that brings me joy. Having a good coffee. I've been having a good coffee like at home because I'm home a lot, but also buying little decor bits that make me happy, as long as it's not breaking the bank. But I've finished with this, like, I can't buy a coffee while I'm out because I need to save my money. If I'm spending, say, £6 on a very expensive version of a coffee, £6 or £7, it's not be all and end all. I'm not buying stuff when I'm out all the time. I'm not doing all the things that I used to do. So if that brings me joy, I'm happy to do it. Spending more time in the city, making friends, especially girly friends, has been amazing. And I feel like I've kind of blossomed this year into rediscovering who I am and being able to share that as well with different people. All of this to say, whatever age you are, make sure you're doing things that bring you joy. Make sure you are doing things to align with who you are, and make sure you're also rediscovering who you are all the time, because you change. My love languages before were like physical touch. Now it's like acts of service, like makes such a difference. If someone makes a cup of tea for me, I feel so loved, and that's changed over the years. So make sure you are doing things for you. I would love to know what you've learned in the last year. I know that was a very short video, but there are so many things that I've learned, but they're probably the big ones. Please leave it in the comments the things that you've learned in your last year, and I look forward to reading them. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to see more from me. Bye.